It's connecting. Okay, I think we are actually live. Good morning, LinkedIn. Welcome to Talk About TV, where we love to talk about all things experiential outdoor hospitality. I am your host, Michelle Oliver, and today I'm here with, I know that you pronounce your name so much more beautifully than I, so I'll have you say it in a minute, but Regina Saravia, right?
That's good.
But you don't say Regina. How do you say your name?
Regina.
Rahina. Do you like roll the R like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Rahina Saravia. It sounds so much prettier when you say it. But I'm so excited because look, everyone at the background here. It's so lovely. And Rahina is coming to us from where? Where in Mexico are you?
This place is called Las Estacas. It's an hour
Uh-huh.
away from Mexico City in a state called Morelos. Uh, yeah, it's like the biggest water spring in the state of Morelos and one of the biggest in Mexico, and has this beautiful river right behind me.
Would you do what you just did for me and show with the camera? Because it's
Sure.
so beautiful. You can see that it's raining and the color of the water is just this crazy emerald green. It's lovely. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
lush and beautiful. Okay, so, oh wow.
Yeah. So here we're getting everything ready for the expo right now.
Yeah, well, nobody knows yet why we're having this conversation. So this is your big moment. Tell us what's happening there.
So this week we're having Expo Glamping. It's a big show. It's the first and only event in Mexico fully dedicated to the glamping industry, and it's going to be a 3-day experience where we bring together glamping operators, investors, tourism professionals, and anyone interested in hospitality, nature experiences, and sustainable tourism. So it's going to
Wonderful. This is
yeah.
a really big deal. So anyone who's been to the glamping show in Aurora, Colorado, it's kind of like that, except in Mexico. So, right? Are there some differentiating factors, or is it basically the same idea? Like you're bringing together all these people to learn from each other, and then vendors and the whole thing. I know Paul's Way from Exclusive Tents is going to be there, which is incredible. It's
Yeah.
incredible that he's going. I just think it's wonderful.
I mean, definitely we got the idea from the glamping show. We love going every year, and it all started there.
Yeah.
Thing is, the things we need in Mexico and the conferences and the workshops and everything, we need something for our industry here because our
Hmm.
are different. A lot of them are about how to start and operate, and financial issues are not the same there as they are here. Um, so that's why we wanted to like do another one. But the main difference is like it's all gonna happen in the same place. So here in Las Estacas,
Okay.
we have hotel, a glamping village, and camping options and stuff like that. So most of the people are staying in Las Estacas. So it's
Oh, wonderful.
three
Okay.
days where you can wake up and have breakfast with everyone, and then take a yoga class, and then go to the expo and the conferences, and then the fire, the bonfire, and just like dinners, lots of activities. Maybe we'll go
Oh,
together if it's raining during the rain, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Uh, so it's more about starting the glamping community in Mexico and like really getting together to make the industry better.
I really like the way you're doing it. And I know it's a little bit different, the needs are a little bit different. The level of education is a little, and the need around that is a little bit different. But I love that you're doing it all on location because you really will build community that way. And the more like we all know, I mean, that's why outdoor hospitality is booming, right? Because
Yeah.
people they want to belong, they want that sense of community coupled with adventure, and you're providing all that for the very people that are building those resorts and those properties for their guests. So I think that's really, really wonderful. What types of classes are you giving? Like training sessions or whatever. I don't know what you're calling them, training sessions, seminars,
Yeah.
whatever you want to
So
call
we
them.
have like a 3 day long business plan workshop where
Oh,
people who want to
great.
start their own glamping can come in with we have a university professor that specializes in um, starting new businesses to help you get everything like from the mission statement to finance and marketing and everything you need to start your business, your glamping business. So that lasts 3 days. And
Okay.
there are other like uh canvas tent maintenance so you can make them last longer. There's one I love called Interpretación de Patrimonio.
What does that mean?
It's like really getting to know the space you're in, uh,
Ah,
and why it is important. Like las estacas, just for example, we could say there's a river. It's a pretty river. But
yeah.
after you like really get into it, you understand that the water that springs out of this river, well, the spring, has
Yeah.
5,000 years under the surface. So this is the first time in 5,000 years that it sees the light of the sun.
Seriously.
Yeah. And it comes as part of it, not all of it, but part of it comes from volcanoes and mountains. And it
Yeah.
has a lot of minerals and it helps the skin and health.
Wow.
So it's not just you swimming in a river, it's just like you bathing in miracle water.
Right.
And this river is 10,000 years old. So that's the time when they were learning how to cultivate rice in China.
Hmm.
Of course, all the Tlahuicas, like ancient pre-Hispanic civilizations,
Yeah.
like saw this river, and we found like arrowheads and
Oh,
little
wow.
pottery figurines and stuff like that. Yeah. So once you understand that, you can communicate it and tell it to the rest of the world, and they'll come and they'll travel to come to your place. But
Yeah.
also the people that work with you, they're not gonna let like a can be floating in the river, or they're not gonna trash it because they know
Yeah.
how important it is.
That's
So
right.
that's why I love this workshop. uh,
I do too. I love that. It is the educational piece tied to that, like you're talking about it, like a sense of place. And it's so wonderful then because out of that comes the story, right? The narrative and it like the parable really that educates people and it's inspiring and exciting and it becomes something more than just the river, like you just said. Plus, the whole mineral thing, because wellness is such a big issue right now, that is it's a selling point, right? Yeah, so it's all coupled together in that. And what is it called say it again,
I
not
don't
in
know how to
English,
say
but
in English, but
no, it sounds much better not in English. So,
interpretación de patrimonio.
yeah, okay, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
I'll figure it out, and then I'll
No, no,
write
no. I love it. I like it like
it.
that. I think we should learn how to say it. That I'm not going to botch it right now, but I think we should learn how to say it like that. And then it just carries more weight. It's more meaningful, right? Okay,
Yes.
cool. So that's one. And then you have a 3-day business plan, which is fantastic. So many people come into this thinking, oh, it's so easy. We'll just put a tent up in this pretty area. And then all of a sudden they're bombarded with the reality of an actual business and how do I go about building that? So what else do you have going on? Like,
Have one, especially for operating glamping sites. And this is
Perfect.
Leonardo Paredes. He works with one of the biggest hotel chains in Mexico that have their own
Uh,
glamping chain. So he's the one in charge of that. He's like
wow.
opening hotels in Mexico and Cancun, and he's done it in New York and everywhere. So he's like
Wow.
a real expert. And he'll come and just tell you what you should do to save money and to prepare everything, to get everything organized so you can run smoothly. So that's one. We have marketing, we have a sustainability conference, and that's going to be super interesting because this Alejandra Ramos, the one who's giving the conference,
Yeah.
I mean, she's one of the smartest people I know. She's amazing, and she's all about questioning. Like, yeah, and I know
Mm.
we are against, I don't know, plastic bags, but why? And really think about it. So she's gonna come and turn everything upside down. It's gonna be
That's
amazing.
fantastic. Yeah.
And then the marketing guy is also great.
Who's the marketing guy?
His name is David Ramos. He started his own business when he was 19. And now he has like this 100 people company.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
And he has, this is amazing. He works with the biggest brands and he has no socials. Like you can't find him or his company in Instagram, LinkedIn, anything. If you go and look his company up, it says, we don't talk to strangers. If you're here, it's because you don't have a good recommendation. Like you're not well recommended. Yeah, and he's worked with
That is
Disney.
that's an incredible approach. That's very creative and powerful. Wow.
He just works with the best of the best, and he's gonna give
Is he in Mexico? Is
yeah,
he from it? Okay.
yeah, but he gives
Cool.
conferences here, in the States, Europe, Latin America, everywhere. He's like a big
Yeah,
deal.
oh my gosh, I'd love to be there for that. Marketing is so specific, like everything is changing constantly, as always in marketing. And then there's some basic fundamental principles, right, that we can adhere to. But gosh, it's very compelling. I wish I were there. I
I
can't,
know.
I really do.
Also, he's doing like the whole marketing conference. It's called Clamping versus Goliath. So because we have little places, how can you compete with the big companies?
Yes, that's great.
No, it's all about storytelling, which
That's
goes
right.
like wonderful with the other workshop.
Exactly.
So yeah,
So
you
what
have
is
to go.
Paul teaching something there, or is he just there to support you? Is Paul
He
part of teach? Mhm.
he's one of our sponsors, and he's gonna bring
Okay.
info about his tents.
Oh,
Uh,
great.
yeah, so he's as an exhibitor and a sponsor, and then
Okay.
I'm sure after like all around the bonfire, he's gonna have so many stories.
Oh my gosh. He's got so many
So interesting, right?
absolutely unbelievable stories, except that they're true.
I know, I know.
But
The
they're
other day,
unforgettable, I should say. You can't forget them. What I mean, and the more you listen, it's like, oh my gosh, this is his normal life. Is just like a movie. It's crazy. That'll be
I
very
know.
entertaining.
The other day he was like, when I was undercover with a band of rhino and elephant poachers, and I was like, what?
I know. I've heard several of those stories. It's unbelievable. Yeah, that'll be very entertaining. You should film all of that for sure. Video that. Oh my gosh, Regina, I'm so excited about this. It's the impact that it's going to have for not only everyone there, but everyone in the States too. Like it's a very different kind of perspective, and you're starting from that community that is just so, so, so important. So when is it going to, when does this start and when does the rain stop? Is the rain stopping like 20 minutes before you guys start, or how does that work?
I mean, in all nature-based businesses, you have to embrace whatever nature gives you.
Yeah, that's right.
So if it rains, we're gonna make the best of it, and everyone's gonna be in their like conference and workshop, so that's good. If
Right.
rain, it's gonna be good as well. We're ready for anything. It starts on Wednesday, so we still have 2 days. For,
Oh, on Wednesday. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
Wednesday,
wonderful.
25, and then Thursday and Friday. So it's
Okay.
perfect. You still have chance to come, then you can stay all.
Yeah. So anyone that I'm so glad because anybody that hears this, you can still get down there. Yeah.
Yes,
You got
yes,
two days. And do you still have room at is it at a resort? Like what is it called where it
yeah.
is?
It's called Las
Okay.
Estacas, and I'll write.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if we still have like hotel rooms or glamping rooms, but we do have like our bell tent village that we set up. So we have room for like
Oh,
120 or maybe a 50 because it's gonna be hard to set up so many. So with
oh yeah.
but yeah, I mean we can make anything happen.
Yeah, I believe you can. And I'm very curious about why you are wanting to make this happen. Why are you doing this? It is so much work and energy, time, effort, the whole thing. People don't realize what it takes to put on an event like this. I mean, it's a lot of work. So why are you inspired to do this? And you look so happy and excited about it. So where's this passion coming from?
Mm, I think in Mexico it's still like glamping. It's still like a big hotel chain. The people's
Mm,
hotel chain. So if they have fun in a glamping in another state, in the other side of the country, then when they travel to my state, they will be like, "Oh, I like glamping. Let's go." But if they have a bad experience and the tent is dirty and they don't like the food or whatever, they're not
yeah.
going to do it ever again. Like so hard to get them back.
Yes.
So I know a lot of people think like, oh, there's another glamping. It might be my competition. But for me,
Mm,
it's the other way around. We have to stick together and learn and grow and be like, if we want to stay here for another 50 years of glamping, we need to uh, get this thing going and make it beautiful and very experience driven. Like people need to come to
yeah.
get something out of it, not just like, I slept at the glamping tent and that's it, you know? So that's why I wanted to do it so people can, and also like a lot of Mexican glampers can't go to the glamping show. So that would be great.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah.
Um, so I thought maybe if we do it in Mexico, it's going to be easier and we can just help each other out, really talk about the things we need or are troubling us and how we can help each other. I
Yeah. So that's just the way you are. You saw a need and then you just take action to fill that need. That's you,
yeah.
right? Yeah, you're just a leader. That's awesome because everyone needs that. So tell me what was your first experience of glamping versus camping?
So I've camped my whole life. Um, not like a very professional way, but just like sometimes.
Yeah.
And with when my first kid was born, I was like, I'd love to do it, but I want to sleep in a bed and have my own
Yeah.
bathroom. I'm very
Yeah.
picky about that.
Yeah.
That's why I started my glamping side. Um, because I was working at events before that. I was working like at this big company in Mexico. It's like Live Nation in Mexico, and
Mhm.
I was working in Formula One and stuff like that. And my husband
Oh,
was,
wow.
"You're having a kid. Maybe you should just like dial it down." And then, in a very naive kind of way, we call it la valentía que te da la ignorancia, which is bravery because you're ignorant. You're brave because
Yes,
you're ignorant.
right,
Yeah. So I'd say I started a quantum business.
right.
thinking I would have
Fun.
like a lot more time with my kid and stuff like that. So yes, nights, but not so many during the day. It was a lot of work. And
Yeah.
um, but yeah, that's how we
So
started.
you have your own glamping property,
Yeah,
correct? And what is it called?
at Neira. Neira. It's in Las Estacas, actually. That's
Yeah.
why we're doing it here also. And we have 35 tents set up year round, like 365 days a year. But we also set up for concerts and festivals and weddings and stuff like that. And so
So
like
what is your, can you share a little bit about like your brand, the style of camping, and like what is the experience that you're offering people at your resort, your glamping resort?
okay, so because this place has been operating for 80 years and
Hmm.
people has been camping here for 80 years, we didn't want to do like a big hotel, right? Like big tents
Yeah,
like that. It was for people like me that wanted to go camping with their kids, but didn't
right.
want to set up the tent or they want their own bathroom and stuff. So it's bell tents.
Okay.
Each one has like their own private garden and they have their own bathroom and their shower and everything. And you can have breakfast in your tent and then just be in Las Estacas. Uh, so that's why we did it. And then we thought about upgrading it, but there's also
Hmm.
a hotel here. So now we have like a big hotel that just got remodeled 3 years ago and it's amazing.
Yeah.
We have glamping and then we have hostel and then we have camping. So it's just
Oh, I love that. Very
everyone.
different. Yeah. So you kept that brand, that idea of, yeah, you're actually camping, but not really because you have a bathroom and a bed and,
Yeah,
and breakfast, but you have the feeling that you are. And there, it sounds like there's nature everywhere, all
everywhere.
around you. So you're just immersed already in the natural setting. And then do you offer like any kind of extra activities, or do people mostly go off on their own and hike, or what do they do during the day?
Actually hiking here. There's a lot of swimmers because of the
The
river
river, right?
against the current. So people who swim like I don't know the seven seas and all the big competitions around the world, they train here. So they stay here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You can also paddleboard. There are also canoes. There are also like the gardens, and you can do a picnic by the river. Um, Pools where you can just go and hang. At night there are bonfires and a singer, and it's just like very a good place to relax.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous and it sounds wonderful. And then are there places in the river that are just kind of shallow where you can just sit like you would in a like a hot springs for the to be in the minerals, or like how does that work?
Really? Not
I'm just
really.
curious. It
There's
sounds
one
like
place
a
I'm gonna move and I'm gonna take you.
okay.
Um,
Okay.
there are not really like places where you can stay, just one that has no current, but still most of it is deep. If you want to just sit, you can go to a pool because the river is kind of cold. Well, not cold. It's 23 degrees. That would be like 70 something.
Okay.
But because outside is very, very warm, um, you
Yeah, it
feel it.
feels it feels refreshing. But in the river is where all the minerals are, right? The spring,
Yeah,
or is there okay. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. What an
all the
interesting color.
way.
Yeah, okay.
Here is like a jumping area. But look,
Oh, it's beautiful. There's yes, I hope that everyone comes down, and if you can't get to the glamping show, you should go stay at the resort. Beautiful.
Yes.
I know that you're really, really busy putting on the whole show, but are you doing any training based on what you've learned? Or I feel like people could learn a lot from your experience.
Um, I'm still thinking about doing part of the business plan, while helping out with the mission statement
Yeah,
companies, because I love that part.
yeah,
And maybe at the bonfire, the
yeah.
like the fuck up night or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like.
just sharing your experience, and I'm sure that would be so meaningful and so helpful to people, because just hearing it from someone who's actually done it is so different than, hearing like a professional tell you this is how to do your business plan and everything, which is important, but it's so inspiring and encouraging and just energizes people when they see someone who's done it. It sounds like, I think I already know your mission, but did you have a different mission for your personal resort that you own? Was it
Yeah.
really okay? Share
So,
that.
ah, I just have to translate it in my mind first, right? Like
Sorry.
building nests. Yeah, building nests for people who want a different experience in a unique location with an excellent service. Yeah, that's it.
I love that.
So nests, it's a
Yeah,
thing because um I don't know how to say organigrama. It's when it's like the CEO and then all the others. For us, it's the other way around. So
yeah,
first, like it's the tree, so it's the roots. I'm
yeah.
the roots, and so all the uh how why we started and why we do things and everything under the ground. And then the tree trunk is like all the administrative things, like getting all the money from the ground and then giving it up to all the people who actually work with the clients. And
Yeah.
and we have the nests there for
Yeah.
the clients that come in, and then they eat the fruit, and then everything that drops is the money, so then the earth
Oh, that's
again,
beautiful.
and then it just keeps working that way. uh,
Yeah.
it's easier to explain in Spanish next time.
Oh, I love it.
But
It's like it's an ecosystem, right? And I love how you connect that to nature. So how many people do you have on your staff for
20
your resort? You have
in my
25
in the
on
glamping
yours.
side, yes, 25.
Yeah.
The whole resort is like 300, sometimes 500 people.
Wow.
So it's the biggest
It's a
working area well, it's the biggest source of,
hospitality. Yeah.
well, more,
Oh,
more like source
of
of work in the area in the
Oh, wow. Okay.
um,
So you don't have any problem staffing it then. People are happy to work and to have jobs. Yeah.
yes, and it's also like very so people that live around Las Estacas, I don't know, train some women to make soaps, like sustainable soaps. We train them, and now we buy the soaps from them.
My gosh, that's fantastic.
And so it's
You're
better
changing
cost for us.
everything. Talk about sustainability, economic sustainability,
Yeah, so that
influence, education. Wow. Yeah, that is really impressive.
and then we just live in a community that likes the business to be here.
Yeah, that is so holistic. So healthy. Sounds like I didn't even know all of these magical things about you.
There are more, but
Well, what else would you like to share? I'll just let me open the floor to you. What else do I and everyone else not know that we should know that we could learn from?
I don't know. I think that the beautiful thing about glamping is that preserving nature and restoring it's at its core, right? It has to be like
Yeah,
a statement. And once you do that, all the community and thinking about that, all the community around you has like comes into the same
Yeah.
basket, and they have to do the same thing because it's good for everyone. I mean, sometimes some other people might not like it because it's hard. It's a lot of work.
Hmm.
A lot of getting your head like in this path. You have to do what's best, and sometimes that's not like the most profitable thing. But at the long run, it's just going to be better for you, for everyone. So
No,
this,
that is really worth focusing on for a minute, I think. Many businesses say that they're doing that, but when it comes down to it, and it's a beautiful thing, right? And it makes sense. It just comes out of, like you said, we're connected to nature, and this becomes a principle, like a foundation of our business. And yet, when it comes down to making all of these decisions, to invest in training someone to make soap, like to basically build a business, that's like, to me, it reminds me of like the way we have to train our children, right? It's a lot of work. And to do it properly and really care about the values and everything and teaching them how to do something right. And it's a lot of energy and time and effort with no payback for a while. Like, you're just like, why am I doing this? So much work. But it's the same principle, really. And many people, it's just, and just to get cash flow going, they will not make the right decision, the decision for sustainability, the decision to keep everything whole, because they're just looking for quick cash. So I find it very fascinating that you are committed to that, I guess. And that trains everybody on the staff to think that way too. There's a subconscious trickle down, you know what I mean? Like they just feel it. They understand that you are committed. And like you said, then they love the company because they see the integrity, they feel it. And then that goes on to your guests as well. So it's really inspiring, Regina. It's amazing.
to jump on that train, we're also
Yeah.
having an artisan market. So here next to all the vendors, artisans from all around the state are going to come and sell their products, uh, which is awesome because, first of all, most of them are like non-plastic clothes or stuff like that.
Right.
So it's a lot more sustainable. And then, I don't know, painted hats, things that people
Wow.
sell at their hotels or bring artisans to work with them. And then they also have a source of income from events that are happening here. And some of them will also get all the workshops for free, like the business
Mm.
workshop, so they can actually set up like their own business plan for their company of art, for whatever product they sell. So it's just doing like the whole circle of getting people excited and
Wow.
doing
Yeah.
whatever they want.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally blown away. I was excited to talk with you, but I did not realize the impact and the reach that you're having, and doing it from this level of integrity is so inspiring. So everyone who happens to be watching this, experiential outdoor hospitality. I mean, that's this is the quintessential, like the perfect example of what you can do. I love pulling the artists in.
I mean, my when I was doing the whole mission statement in
Hmm.
my company, my aunt asked me, well, what would be yours in your life? Like, what's your tombstone? What do you want it to say?
Mm.
And she gave me an example, like if someone found the cure to cancer, they could say, Michelle found the cure to cancer, and that's it. Or Michelle helped save a lot of lives by finding the cure of cancer.
Hmm.
So now what I want to do is like help everyone find their mission statement to help like do
Oh,
the
I like that.
like
Yeah.
business and help all this community by doing their glamping site here.
Yeah. You know, it's so important. I used to teach workshops on something similar, like mission, values, all of this kind of stuff. And people often they kind of give it the token nod, like, yeah, go do that. And but they really consider it the fluff part, like it's not really about the business. But when you do not have that, like I'm sure you obviously and um, it is the foundation of everything. And it is the thing that allows you to do the difficult things, to make the decisions that really truly are in alignment with what you say is important. And people feel it if you're not in integrity with it. So um, that's amazing. That's what you want on your tombstone. Yeah,
It's
I
definitely
could.
the heart of the, because money is
Mm,
important. A lot of people say, no,
yeah,
money. You're like, yeah, but that's like breathing. Like money is air. You need air to breathe, but you don't live
right.
to breathe.
That's right.
You live to do whatever your heart is telling you to do, and that's your mission.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you need money.
And then you need money. But ironically, it comes easier when you're really very, very clear about what your mission is. I think a lot of people, it's a very simple question. Like when your aunt asked you that, it's kind of like, who do you want to be? What do you want? It sounds like such a simple thing, but a lot of people have a really difficult time answering that question. And when it comes to a glamping resort, it really isn't just having a tent on a pretty piece of land. You've got to have a reason. You've got to, and it's not as easy as you think. So, yeah, wow, you're helping a lot of people.
I hope so. I
You
hope
are.
I hope they come and open like big ears, listening ears, and I'm also hoping to get a lot of feedback, like not and learning a lot of all the people that are coming, because people like Paul, and Paul is one of them, but there are a
Yeah,
lot of very interesting people coming. So I just want to hear them and see what they have to say. It's going to be amazing.
yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for taking the time to come and talk with us today. I know there's a lot going on. You've got to be really overwhelmed because it's such a big deal. Is there anything else you'd like to share that I missed in asking you that you just like burning desire in your heart you want to share?
No, I'm not sure. Well, I hope everyone does this mission thing in their own place.
Yeah,
And
yeah. And
and
go
be
do it in this beautiful place. I mean, when you're
busy.
surrounded by people who are kind of have the same values, and it's important, and you're in a beautiful environment, it makes a lot of difference. Like it can really help you,
Yes.
inspire you to be clear.
And yeah, and if you can't come to the expo, come to Las Estacas anytime you want. And let's hope this goes like very well so we can do it again next year. Here, someplace else, we don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it's going to be just an incredible success. And again, I appreciate you coming. It's so lovely to have you. I'm so grateful that Paul, we met through the round table, right? And he brought you and you've been coming very faithfully to that. So I appreciate your support in that. I think you bring so much to the table, and that's what that environment really is about, just meeting new people. And if there's anything else that I can do to support you, we will just
Yes.
put this out there to the people. I don't have like 10 million followers, but whoever sees this, I,
We'll
I
get there.
just encourage you to reach out to Regina. Yeah. Have a
Yeah.
wonderful time. I know it's going to be so much fun, and you will learn a lot, and everyone else will learn a lot too. And I hope I can be there next year.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Are you
Anyway,
coming to Colorado in
okay.
I'll see you then for sure.
I'll always go. I love it.
Okay, great. Because I live here and it's just,
Uh-huh.
an hour I don't know, it's only probably like 20 minutes from me now. So we will have lunch, okay?
Yes, yes.
With Paul, maybe.
Of course.
Paul's not coming this year, actually. I think he had his time. He
Okay.
doesn't want to come back. I don't think. But you and I will have lunch. Okay, God bless you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
No,
Have a
thank you.
wonderful time.